Hi, it's François Pommier-Suarez. Debates are open about the potential of hydrogen and also about new battery technologies such as sodium-ion. However, there is every reason to believe that we have entered a lithium era that could last for many more years. Experts do not expect lithium-ion battery chemistries to be pushed away anytime soon. In part 1 of this series, we thought to raise the subject of lithium and the reasons behind its adoption. In this new publication, we aim to go into the details of two major topics that we believe are essential to analyze to understand the implication of lithium on the further down part of the value chain. In the first section, we look at the element lithium, its different characteristics, and the different forms that deposits can take. Indeed, the latter has many consequences on the entire value chain. At present, only two types of deposits are responsible for the bulk of world lithium production. These are spodumene pegmatites and brines. These two sources are generally referred as conventional. Method of extraction, refining, production, use, and environmental impacts may vary. The implications for battery production and then for car manufacturers are major. In addition, understanding the geology, geography, and forms that lithium also takes has natural geopolitical implications. China is leading the way when it comes to lithium, and the rest of the world has not been quick enough to respond to its dominance. China understood the importance of the upstream part of the value chain before anyone else. Its dominance is impressive and now seems irreversible. CATL, which we'll discuss in part 3 of this series, is the perfect illustration of this. CATL definitely seems to be the concept and creation of a major long-term plan to dominate the EV market. In the second section, we try to understand the mismatches that can occur in lithium supply and demand and the implication this may have on the transition from internal combustion vehicles to electric vehicles. It seems very likely that at this stage that the sum of confirmed supply, secondary supply, additional early stage supply, and unannounced supplies arrived rather than the low range of demand scenarios up to 2030. We believe that the upstream part of the value chain is critical and decisive for all its players and especially for car manufacturers, who, for years, have completely abandoned it considering that it was outside its core businesses. This is probably the case in theory, but in reality, this upstream part has become the lifeblood of the industry, just as technological ecosystems are becoming so for vehicle cabins. In part 3, we will go into more detail of the vertical integration strategy of the different players in the value chain. The roles and the will of government seems to us to be decisive in the constitution of competing channels. The role of governments and regulators also seems key to guarantee environmental, societal and governance respect through a geographical rearrangement of resource supply issues. We will also talk about recycling, of course, stressing that unlike fossil fuels, which are consumed once burnt, one of the major challenges of the electrification of economies also lies in its ability to reuse its resources.